Morning, Abotai, Chodesh Tov, Yiratzon she'Hakadosh Baruch Hu ya'afoch lanu et hachodesh hazeh l'sason simcha. It's Rosh Chodesh, it's a partial Yom Tov, but it's still a little bit of a sad time since we are transitioning into Chodesh Av. The Mishnah tells us in Masechet Ta'anit Daf Kavav that Mishenichnas Av v'ma'atim b'simcha, when we enter Av, we have to decrease our joy a little bit. And because of that, some more halachot kick in from today. For instance, this is not halacha, but the Gemara says a good idea that a Jew should avoid having a din Torah during these days, during Chodesh Av, not a din Torah, a court case with a goy. A din Torah with Israel is fine because that has nothing to do with mazal. That has to do with the Torah, with halacha. But if you have a court case pending with a goy, you should push it off until after Tisha B'Av, some say after the entire month of Av. Now, when we say that we have to decrease our joy, the Gemara tells us that beginning Rosh Chodesh Av, a person has to be mima'et b'masau matan shel simcha, which means that you have to decrease transactions, business transactions and acquisitions of joy. For instance, purchasing furniture for chatan v'kala, purchasing jewelry, things that bring a person a lot of joy, that is not allowed beginning from Rosh Chodesh Av. Unless, Maran Zichron Bracha says, if a chatan v'kala are getting married right after Tisha B'Av and there's no time to buy them all of their needs, then it's mutar to do it now. If there's really not going to be time, or there's going to be a tremendous price difference that's going to be a financial loss later, then that's also mutar. As we said, also, it is the minhag, even for a young man who has not yet fulfilled Pirav Reviyah, the minhag of Am Yisrael is that from Rosh Chodesh Av, Ashkenazim already started this from Shiva Asar B'Tammuz, but at least for the Sfaradim, from Rosh Chodesh Av until after Tisha B'Av, no weddings, because the mazal, it's not a siman tov, it's not a good siman at this time, so we push everything off until after Tisha B'Av. Another minhag that we have, obviously, which is felt by many people, the minhag is not to eat meat and drink wine. Minhag Yerushalayim is that wine is okay, but at least for meat. Some people abstain from wine as well, but meat and wine are asur until after Tisha B'Av, with the exception of Rosh Chodesh itself, Yom Rosh Chodesh. Today, Wednesday, is mutar to eat meat leminhag Sfaradim, not leminhag Ashkenazim. And obviously, this coming Shabbat Chazon, is also permissible to eat meat and drink wine as usual. An interesting thing, when does meat become asur for us? Tonight at Shki'ah, already at sunset, that's when the Isur kicks in for us. However, Hagaon Kaf HaChaim, in Siman Taf Kuf Nun Aleph, Seif Katan, Kuf Chav Bet, he quotes the Pri Megadim and says, many Sfaradim, especially now, Ashkenazim too, but many Sfaradim during the summer months, they pray Arvit mi be'od yom. They pray Arvit before Shki'ah. The halacha is that if you've already prayed Arvit, even though it's still light outside, even though it's before Shki'ah, you've made it night. Once you pray Arvit, it's asur, it's already considered the next day, and you cannot have meat for dinner afterwards. So if you want to eat meat today, make sure that you eat it before you pray Arvit this evening, and if you're praying Arvit later, then make sure it's before Shki'ah. Also, with regards to Ashkenazim, all of the things that kick in for us next week, the bathing, laundering, wearing freshly laundered clothes, which we'll speak about Be'ezat Hashem, those already kick in for Ashkenazim beginning from today. Ashkenazim already from today until after Tisha B'Av do not take showers. Now, not hot showers, but even cold showers not. Nevertheless, there are provisions made. Hagon Rav Moshe Feinstein talks about this, Rav Shlomo Zalman talks about it, in places where it's very, very hot, and the person can get sweaty and soiled and whatever it is, not taking a shower for 9 days besides for Shabbat, in the name of personal hygiene, it is mutar, even for Ashkenazim, to rinse themselves off in cold water in order for them not to chalila smell or give off a bad odor in places where it's very hot. In America now, in Israel, whatever it is, where it's very hot, it is important to make sure that everybody keeps their personal hygiene. Be'ezat Hashem, we'll speak more about this tomorrow. Yom Tov.